Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bantz with Lawrencia. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing great. For today's episode, we're going to be talking about the very dark black man, the arrest of the very dark black man. Now, for some of you who don't know, VDM, as he's popularly known, is a social media activist and influencer who became famous when he started talking about vendors or bleaching cream vendors, or vendors who sell different soaps, cream and all that people use in lightening their skin. According to him, there was a lady who reached out to him and said she bought bleaching cream or skin whitening or toning from an Instagram vendor. After using the product, it kind of damaged her skin, and she reached out to the vendor, tried to negotiate with the vendor or to get her money back or something like that. The vendor actually arrested her, took her to court, the whole case. So very dark black man stepped in and was able to help the lady. When the whole case was going on, the heat became too much and the lady withdrew her case. At this point, VDM was already all over the social media space. He went to the police station, he went to NAFDAC office and realized that, okay, the lady that was selling the cream actually said, oh, she has NAFDAC number, but the particular cream that the lady bought did not have NAFDAC number. So he kind of started his activism based on that way. But recently he's dabbled into politics, into everything. VDM is in everything. People started looking at him sideways when he started talking about the Mohbad's situation. When Mohbad passed, everybody's attention was focused on Sam Larry and Naira Marley because they bullied him online. And his wife, Wunmi, actually made a statement online just few hours after he passed that they've succeeded in killing her husband. So people felt maybe there was a connection between the bullying or bullying by Sam Larry and Naira Marley to the passing of Mohbad. So nobody knew what was going on. We just knew that Mohbad passed. So as time goes on, we realized, or information started surfacing online, that it wasn't actually bullying and that ended his life. It was as a result of a fight. He got a court. So I think with that information, very dark black man came out and said, why was the wife hiding information if she knew that what happened was the fight that led to them calling an auxiliary nurse, injecting him? Like, why was she now trying to say, oh, they've killed her husband, or trying to insinuate or instigate the people to feel that it was Sam Larry and Naira Marley that ended his life? So he started demanding for a DNA test from Wunmi because, according to him, actually there were text messages and audio that surfaced online when Mohbad was kind of having a squabble with his wife, Wunmi. So VDM got into the whole drama, demanding for a DNA test. That DNA test must be conducted. So I think that kind of derailed the whole investigation. A lot of people felt he was bullying Wunmi, Mohbad's widow, that one of the reasons why Mohbad had issues or was depressed, had high BP, was because he was being bullied online or was being bullied by allegedly Sam Larry and Naira Marley. So why are you bullying his widow? So a lot of people kind of withdrew from very dark black man. He started having issues with Iyabo Ojo, Tonto Dike. He started calling them failed actresses. I mean, Iyabo and Tonto Dike had arrested very dark black man. He had been to the police station. I think they went to court or something, and that ended there. Very dark black man started talking about politics. I mean, there was a situation or a massacre in Delta State where army went for a peacekeeping. I don't know what happened, but there was, all of them were killed. All the army officers were killed, and according to the villagers, the army officer also killed some of their village. So it was such a mess. Nobody knew what was going on. Very dark black man came, put his mouth in the whole thing. People were not liking what he was saying because at the end of the day, lives were lost. Now we're just sitting there minding our business, thinking, okay, very dark black man, you're doing a very good job. We like what you're saying. You're giving voices to people that otherwise wouldn't have had voices. VDM decided to dabble into homosexuals, transgenders, cross-dressers. He set his eyes on Bobrisky.
I will make sure that the likes of Bobrisky in particular, will not do a public display of him caressing and touching a man on social media again. I will make sure. I'll go to the end of the earth to make that happen. I can bet anybody any amount, and it will happen in this country.
I mean, we've seen news of lady boys. Now, lady boys are men or young boys who are male prostitutes. These young boys, they stand on the streets, people take them, all this. Like, I think gay is now very common in Nigeria. There are lots of people who have been arrested for holding weddings, partying, like men dressed in women attire and all that. So I think VDM decided that the culprits, the person who is championing this whole thing, is Bobrisky. He has had boob job, he has done BBL. He is literally a woman now because he said that he has chopped off his John Thomas. I don't know. But this is what Bobrisky is saying. He actually, sometime he came out and said that he was pregnant. So Bobrisky, we know he's I wouldn't say cloud chaser because he makes money out of it. I mean, anybody that is chasing clouds and making money out of it, that's their profession. That person is no longer a cloud chaser. That person is waking up in the morning doing their job. Now, VDM decided to set his eyes on Bobrisky because there were some boys that were arrested. Some men who were looking for, because some of these boys would dress as women and stand on the road. And then when some of these guys pick up, you know, normal prostitutes, they will agree with them that, okay, you are doing it from behind. So these men already know that, okay, they are not looking for the actual hole. They are looking for a different kind of hole. So that agreement is already had. But they thought, or some of them would think that they are carrying women, but they want to just try that other angle, only for them to get home and they realize that, oh, these are actually men. So one of them was arrested, taken to the police station. This is why VDM was kind of trying to give voice to the whole thing, saying that if they are going to be arresting young boys and, you know, trying to stigmatize them, trying to say, oh, what they're doing is wrong, why Mommy of Lagos, Bobrisky, is online talking about how he's sleeping with men, talking about how he has boyfriends, how he's changed his gender, how, like, it is all in our faces. Bobrisky is the man, but if you look at him right now, he looks even better than most women. So this is what Very Dark Black Man was saying, that, oh, he's going to spend the last drop of his blood to make sure that Bobrisky is brought down, Bobrisky is this, Bobrisky is that. Now, I think that did not go down well with Bobrisky. Bobrisky decided to arrest VDM. I don't even know who did the arrest because the recent problem is between himself and Bobrisky. Although he did a song where he kind of attacked Tonto Dike and Yabojo. Listen, every day is a new thing for Very Dark Black Man, but I know that the recent one is between himself and Bobrisky. So he was arrested. He was arrested and taken to the police station yesterday and questioned. At the end of the day, he was released. Information started surfacing that VDM, who is trying to fight Bobrisky, is also agege. He's also dabbling into, you know, his fluid, basically. So he came out and said that, yes, when he was, the reason why he's talking about all these young boys is because he himself have found himself in that situation. When he was broke, when he didn't have anything, he started doing soft porn, basically, taking pictures or videos, selling to both male and female. That during that time he met some guys that he has actually done a hand job on men. So people are now saying, if you had done all these things, if you're not clean, why would you now come out and start saying that you're going to bring down Bobrisky? You that have done certain things with men, what gives you the moral high ground to think that you can come and do these things? But he is saying that the reason why he's doing it is because there are so many young boys who go online, see Bobrisky and think, okay, this is the normal. This is what we're supposed to be doing. This is how, if we want to make money, it is easy to make money. Now, let me remind you that homosexual is against the law in Nigeria. It is, I think, 14 years imprisonment if you are found guilty. VDM is saying that he is trying to sensitize the whole system. He's trying to clean up the whole system, trying to ensure that his children doesn't wake up or grow up on social media looking at Bobrisky and thinking that is a normal thing to do. Anyway, he's been released and we understand what he's trying to do. We understand that, okay, it is against the law in Nigeria, although that is a lose-lose situation, because we know that Ghana recently wanted to ban homosexualism. They wanted to ban gay and all those kind of things, only for, I think, World Bank or international organizations to tell them that they're going to be sanctioned, and all the donations, they are going to stop all the donations to Ghana if they actually carry out those things. So worldwide, even Pope Francis has accepted that homosexuality is here to stay. But how do we now, I mean, everybody is entitled to love who they want to love, be with who they want to be with. But the one that is, I think, started this whole thing is younger boys standing on the road dressed as women, and straight people picking them up thinking these are women, and then going back home to realize that, okay, these are some of these people, they get killed. They get killed because most of these men don't know who they are picking from the streets. Maybe they've gone to the club, they're drunk, they just want somebody for the night, and then you see a woman standing on the street, you pick her, you take her home, only to realize that that's a man. We don't even know how many of these young boys have lost their life. A lot of them have lost their life. So I think it is better to start creating awareness based on that, instead of saying that, oh, Bobrisky must go to jail, but you must bring Bobrisky down and all that. I mean, Bobrisky is on his lane. He is on his lane. So it is educating the younger people that just because you could dress as a woman, put on everything, makeup, wig, and stand at the road, you may get picked up by a straight person, and that may become a problem for you. You may get, because you're going home with that person. You don't even know. I don't understand the kind of conversation they have. But some of these people, they know that they are picking lady boys. If there's an understanding that, okay, you're a lady boy, I'm picking you up, and this is what we're supposed to, this is what is going to happen, then that might be a safer, although it is against the law in Nigeria. But having that understanding, or educating people that just because you could wear wig and put on bra doesn't make you a woman. And if you're now standing on the road, a straight person can pick you up, take you home, realize that you're a man, and then something bad will happen to you. That should be the message. That should be the message. Anyway, if you have any opinion, or if you think Very Dark Black Man is right, or Bobrisky is right, or Tonto Dike is right, I don't know. Let us have your comments in the comment section. Today's episode is once again sponsored by DDBC's Wings. Our details are on the screen. We sell wholesale, retail, and if you want to partner with us, let us know. Like, and share. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.